Welcome to your tarot predictions for the month of March 2022. We're going to get started here. Aquarius, right after you hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. My name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to find out currently where you are energy-wise through oracle cards, and then we'll confirm those with the tarot reading. And so we're just going to get straight into things. When you get to the ending of this video, you'll pop up a reading right here. You're going to click on that. That's going to be your love predictions for the month of March, okay? So we'll just go over your love just a tiny bit, but mostly this is just going to be general, getting into your financials, an overview of your spiritual or your health, you name it, anything that kind of pops up and a likely outcome. All right, let's find out currently where you are, Aquarius. Current energy, what the universe needs us to know, what you need to know from the universe, setting intentions, moving forward for the next month. All right, dealing with something that is very structured. You're dealing with a little bit of growth. You've got some choices that you need to make. You're definitely needing to deal with your intuition and your heart chakra. So making sure to check in with those things. Those are good intentions to set. So there's something going on as far as that, and having any kind of like confidence or stability, making sure to check in with those things always. But you are currently in a really good space when it comes to that kind of stuff. So there's some decisions that you are making again, and there's some growth that will come from that. Something very, very important, such as your intuition or, your psychic ability or your just feeling for people in general. Okay. So let's confirm that getting into the beginning of the month. I'm going to shuffle a few times here. We're going to find out 3 defining moments, of course, that are kind of highlighted for this month, and get into your money, love, health, and spiritual, and a likely outcome. So let's find out what it is that the universe needs Aquarius to know through tarot, confirming those oracle cards, of course. All right, I got the Hermit in reverse as well as the 2 of Swords. So you're really not wanting to make a decision here, because you do have currently you are in a place where you need to make choices. You need to make a decision off something, but this will help you grow, and it's terrifying. So you've kind of like isolated yourself. You've kind of gone on the inside, and you're like not wanting to check in with the outside. You're definitely not wanting to deal with this this conversation or whatever communication this will bring, but this is something you will have to have a talk with about, find some clarity, gain some sort of clear mind, get into a logical sense, but this decision needs to be made. So in the upcoming month, in the beginning, again, you will be kind of like hiding away from that, not really wanting to make any kind of choices. And it's almost like a choice that will structure your entire world. So I mean, like, it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. And the communication should be there, even if there's a conflict around it. All right. 3 defining moments. So again, trying to get into that understanding, beginning something new here. And this is something that will structure the rest of your fucking life. So this is something you really want to find some clarity on, but it's also indicating defining moment here is that you're not wanting to do this. You do not want to start this new beginning. You're not wanting to understand because you do not like the feeling of heartbreak. And there could even be definitely some sort of a third party that you're dealing with, but you need to make a change. You need to make a decision, because either you've put somebody into a third party or somebody's put you into a third party. Now, this doesn't have to be a human that has come in and shook their booty and you were tempted and you took off with them or whatever. It could just be like a job got in the way, or your crazy drinking. This person didn't want to deal with it. They thought it was like a third party. It could be anything. Your arcade games. You keep going to the arcade, spending too much money. I don't want to be with you anymore. Anything can come into the middle of things. I don't ever like to count those things out, because those things end relationships all the time. So it could be anything. It could be a multitude of things. All right. So again, this is having a lot to do with some conflict, but again, there should always be some sort of rush to communicate when there's a conflict, or try to find something at ease here. But it could feel severe. It could feel like there is even almost semi-abusive when it comes to this topic. So you can be definitely dealing with an air sign, definitely dealing with Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, someone of your, I'm not going to say that word, someone on your level, your zodiac level. Okay. And the prospects, the choices, the decisions, that just keeps being brought up. So again, those are 3 defining things that are happening right now. And then when you're dealing with this person, this love relationship, it could definitely be dealing with a Pentacles. It could be dealing with earth sign or an air sign. There is choices. There is a decision that needs to be made, and it has something to do with, whatever makes you feel stable, the things, like things like finances, money bags, banking, your job, however you want to look at it. But you're definitely learning how to deal with choices. You're learning and growing, but you also could be dealing with somebody who's pretty emotionally not available and not of your gauge, or vice versa. All right, so overview, love, financial. So there is some trauma, some sort of, you're not going to feel fulfilled within this relationship. You're not going to feel like everything's okay in this relationship, okay? Financially, you're feeling very insecure. Again, there could be some loss due to something as far as like losing a job. You might just got to pay, downgrade, however that looks, but you need to make a choice and a decision this month. If you do, then maybe you won't be so concerned, or you won't have so much insecurity about your finances that, going into the month of April. Health-wise, you definitely are, there's some drama going on there. There's definitely something that you want to kind of like, it's almost like you want to clear everything up. And if you don't, there's definitely going to be some sort of a, conflict, it'll be dramatic. You want to clear everything up health-wise, though. You want to be smart about this and not, silly. You don't want to be silly about this. You definitely want to be somebody who knows how to deal with yourself health-wise, okay? Because there could be some issues here as far as your health. But I'm feeling like the finance stuff is definitely a biggie in March, and this love relationship, this relationship in general. Spiritually, you are definitely scared to get involved spiritually, and that is not going away in this upcoming month. But you might feel a little bit better as far as feeling content with that. Like you're okay just being right there. You're okay as far as this being meaningless. That's weird to me. I'm sorry, that's so weird, but you're fine with it. You're like, I don't fucking care, because you got other shit going on, because you're busy. You're like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm like, well, that's weird. Well, what? That's off. I'm sorry. I'm judging you. I'm over here judging you. All right. Likely outcome. So likely outcome is definitely a lot of conflict, lots of loss. Again, with that love thing, probably most likely. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Queen of Cups in reverse also. So you're dealing with somebody who has quite a temper, and they are unpredictable themselves. They're just kind of like unhinged a little bit. They're normally pretty like exciting and happy, and they got lots of charisma. But when somebody has a lot of charisma and they have this thing about them, and they're like, yay, and they're excited, and they're adventurous, and they're driven, and they're talking, well, those are people you want to be concerned about, because if they don't shut off, when they do, it's going to be scary, and it will be wild. It will be a little bit cray cray. I'm not going to lie. So you want to make sure that you check in with yourself when you're dealing with this situation, because this is a likely outcome. This will bring conflict and chaos, and you will be dealing with some grief, because you will be losing out on somebody. Now, is it a bad thing or a good thing? I don't know. That's up to you. But as far as finances, you you have your fucking plate full, okay? And you do, because you're really striving for perfection, and that's okay, because that's just what we do. So you are trying to change, you are trying to bring that movement, and a likely outcome is that you are going to draw in movement towards financial okayness, financial perfection. You're really just wanting to work. That's what you want to do. So that could have something to do with your pissed off person. They're like, damn, your job could be getting in the way of your love. We will see after you go ahead and click on those love predictions, which will pop up right about now, right here. Those will be love predictions for your month of March 2022. And hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Please click the bell so you do not miss your future tarot card readings for upcoming months, celebrity readings, uploads, lives, you name it. You don't want to miss it. Also, share, like, and follow on your social media. That would be much appreciated. Other than that, have a beautiful Sunday.